Uh, all right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. I'm a little behind in my own schedule today, gang. But then again, I said I was going to be. I had to take care of a few things today. Tim, good to see you. You're first. Brandon, good to see you. Richard, good to see you. Eric, yes, I found that out this afternoon. Due to I just did not have a lot of preparation. Hopefully, you know, preparations A through G failed, and preparation H was great on the whole. But hopefully, maybe for the next episode, we can throw in a little bit of Mastodon. I heard that Brent. I don't know if he left the band or he was fired earlier this year. So I'm like, yeah. I mean, he was there for a very long time. So that's just too bad. Satan's here in the house. Yes, Fred. Yeah, so you saw Mastodon 6 times. That's pretty damn cool. Very, very sad indeed. I know. Just did not have a lot of time to assemble things. And you know what? I just wanted to be on for a little while. This is a little bit more relaxed one today, I think, in my opinion. All things considered, anyway. So I want to thank everybody that's here. But yeah, so for Brent from Mastodon, doesn't seem like there's a day that goes by that there's always somebody, right? Now, before I get into all the rest of things, I got very loose script today. Speaking of Australia, and Brandon, maybe you can find out for me since you're over there, because I tried looking up things. I am not having very much luck. But supposedly, some tracks from the new Cheap Trick album. Remember, I said that they were looking into releasing an album on Halloween. Well, the title of the album now, I am told, is All Washed Up, which is really funny in a way. I have seen two different covers. One involves washing machines. The other one was Rick's 5-neck guitar, in half of it in the sand on the beach as the water was coming up. So I don't know which one is the right cover. It'd be funny if they did different versions of all of it. But supposedly, some of the album dropped in Australia first. I just don't know how true that is. So it's all good. It's all good. Everyone's got life, you know. Lisa, how you doing? All goodly. I don't know if you got my comment, but Split Ends are releasing a box set called Encyclopedia. Yes, I actually did catch that, and I looked it up a little bit too. Which will have the first albums remastered. I did look. I just can't remember what page I looked at, but I did get to look at more of the description of it all. I think it's like 3 discs or something. How's it going? Yeah, well, we will talk about that and a few other things too, in my opinion, as well. Yeah, like I said, I just don't know if it's true that in Australia, like a couple songs off of that new album have dropped there first. Because I tried looking up on YouTube, nothing. I tried looking up on the streaming service here, nothing. So I'm like, I don't know if somebody was full of shit or it's just that new on it at all. Tim Henry, it's on the Chrysalis website for the Encyclopedia. Brian, the Jewel of the Orient from Tokyo. Hello, good to see you. I have not listened to Split Ends in a very long time. Well, you should rectify that as well. Give them 5 minutes. That's cool. Oh man, I'll tell you. You know what? I forgot. I got to kick the fan on here, so don't go nowhere. No wonder why it's a little stuffy in here. Ugh. Really? 3 people leave. I just said I had to turn the fan on. Some people can't follow instructions. Oh well, that's okay. I'll talk about all about this. That's why I titled it "Let's Talk About 4 and Other Things." Um, we'll talk about it in a little bit. That is for sure. Yep, that was the big one. That was probably one of the first ones I remember. I remember through MTV was "I Got You" and "History Never Repeats," and there's some ballad I remember. I don't remember. I don't. So I don't remember the whole song anyway. 12 Gates. Okay, that was one of the songs, and I tried pulling up for 12 Gates and can't get it. So maybe it's just going to be one of those weird things. But yes, 12 Gates is one of the songs that's going to be on the All Washed Up LP. Yeah, thank you. I hope I never. Yeah, I like that one too. Let's see, those couple, One Step Ahead, Dirty Creature. Yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. We'll drop Midnight Your Time. Okay, awesome. Good, 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 good. I cannot wait to hear it. So maybe we can play that, even though I'll probably get dinged for it anyway. You know how I am with that kind of stuff. Yes, 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 yes. I don't know. This isn't. This is more newer Cheap Trick. But I happen to like it. So let's play this one, I think. Equinox. And like I said, unfortunately, um, no bunny on this one. But I still think it's a damn good song. And of course, it's from Bang Zoom Crazy Hello. When I wake up tomorrow, look at the picture of those guys. I still like the old bunny picture, even though Bunny's not on it. Of course, we know it's Dax, but here you go. That's right, from the 2016 album. Boom Zing Crazy Hello. When I wake up tomorrow. Yeah, definitely Bunny forever. It's just too bad all the stupid stuff that went down in 2011 or 2012, which caused all the, damn it, they just, I don't understand. But I think before it's too late, they really just kind of need to let him guest on a track on something. Yeah, right? I don't know. I mean, they were around a long ass time. I mean, Bunny was with them since 71, 72. That was almost 40 years for them before everything went. Yeah, me too. That was the first single off of that album. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I know about Bunny's bootlegs. The whole Cheap Trick archives, which, oh, excuse me. He put out some Sick Man of Europe 72 stuff just recently. I would say, like in the last week or two, which I'm like, oh wow, I've never heard any of that stuff. I still got to listen to it. That is for sure. Anywho, so I lost a few people. Either you guys or Don Jameson haters, or you guys don't like Cheap Trick. I'm not sure why several of you disappeared, but that's all right. Yeah, the last one with Bunny was the latest, 2009, and I remember when that came out, they released it in every format except reel to reel. Yeah, you heard me right. They even put it on 8-track. I don't know if you could get it in the Cheap Trick store now, but back then you could get it in record, cassette, CD, or 8-track. I thought that was kind of funny and amusing. So take that 8-track lovers. You want a 2009 release? Go get that. I bet you that thing's worth a lot now. Yep, pure rock and roll indeed. Hey, Richard, got a new phone and have a new number. But it's not a busy line from Rose Murphy. I like Jameson whiskey. Does that help? See, proud. I didn't know that about the. I know, right? I don't think they put out that many of them, but I mean, you could take a stab on the Cheap Trick website. I bet you they don't have them anymore. It's either that or look it up on eBay and see what the heck the prices are for the things. So I wrote this in here. I want to thank you people out there. Seriously, I know I only got 10 of you right now, but I want to thank all you guys for yesterday's episode, whoever was here, okay? And if you weren't here yesterday and you haven't had a chance to see the replay on this, I would suggest that. Is Toby being a goodly baby? Well, she was on her little tuffet pillow, I don't know, by her mother, her human mother, and just sitting there staring out the little hole at the window. I don't know where the hell she's at now. Me and her actually took a small cat nap. See what I did there? About a half-hour cat nap earlier. Battery died in my phone, no choice. You know my name, look up the number, or otherwise known as you clogged the train, look up the plumber. Yes, perfection indeed. Brandon from Australia says Toby the lamb is perfection. So it was. I really liked. That was one of the best shows I think that we've done in a very, very long time. Honestly, I would put that in my top 10 as far as for live streams. Okay, just because we had everybody there, and that's what I wanted to mention. So it wasn't even 24-hour, and for me, I think this is pretty neat. We got, when I checked last, over 510 views in less than 24 hours, and gained another handful of subscribers. Only one of them pops up today, Vinyl Sean. So Vinyl Sean and all the rest of you, thank you for being in the Psychoplatter universe. And like I said, coming soon, I don't know when, but soon, to Rumble. We will be working on that. Toby needs a small keyboard. Oh my Lord. Could you imagine Toby with a small keyboard? That would be, yes. That'd be pretty catty, I think, if she had a small keyboard. Well, yeah. That one wasn't too hard today. Are all the jokes going to be about me again tonight, Paul? Well, none of us know. On eBay, they have the 8-track for $8.99, $9.99, and $109.99. I'll go for the $8.99, kids. You got the views because of the Busy Line song. I know. All right. A few trolls didn't spoil the live stream. Well, I don't mind some trolls, just as long as they don't get super crude, rude, and obnoxious. Okay, that's all I said. I think some trolls are the funny people that are trolls are some of the funniest people, and they definitely make me laugh. That is for sure. Well, I mean, thank you guys. That's what the hell this is all about. I've said this since day one. I said my audience is the one that makes the damn show worthwhile. I'm just the fat idiot that's the moderator. Oops, I got that wrong. The HR said, oh, well, that's all right. So I'm wondering if that $109.99 You know what? Seriously, those sealed 8 tracks are starting to get to be sealed 8 tracks and cassettes are ridiculously on eBay auctions. It's insane. My God, if only I knew, right? I remember, God, there was a record store. What was it called? Was it Sound City? Yeah, I know. That sounds the same thing as a recording studio in California, but we had a local store in the mall called Sound City, and I remember that they had tons and tons, it seemed like to this teenager, of still sealed 8 tracks that they clearanced them out to like $1 a piece at the time or something, or 50 cents. If I only knew, right? I'm getting water and compact discs. 8 tracks never took off here. I've rewatched yesterday's stream again, and it was great. I got one of the weirdest, rudest comments on my anthology video. See, I didn't get to watch anybody's anthology videos. So, do you have a favorite Lynch Mob song? Wicked Sensation? It's one I remember right off the top. The 109.99 was for Heaven Tonight? Jeez. Well, it is what it is. So yeah, it's over 510 views in less than 24 hours. Thank you very much, like I said, to all the people watching, and catch it on the replay if you feel up to it. What I wanted to tell you is, once again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Like I said, please hit the like button if you care to. And you know what? Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies to subscribe to Psycho Splatters. That's right. We're just only going to get bigger and better as we get older. That's right. We are counting down. We're already at 14 and a half years here, and in just a matter of 6 months, we will be at 15-year anniversary. Oh my God, it's been too long. 15 years, something like that. And if inclined, of course, the occasional donation doesn't hurt. You guys have been so goodly to me this week on that. All the money goes to cheap coffee, cheap records, and helping to offset the StreamYard fee, although I am going to look into some cheaper alternatives, I think, on that. Beetle Babe went off and suggested something to me, and I'm going to be looking into that very soon as well. So, before we get into some of the yip yap that I was planning on doing, yes, we're going to need a bigger island. That can be done. Remember when the Beatles were going to buy that island in Greece? Yeah, they were going to buy some island that was near Greece, and John went off and said, "Yeah, all of us and our families and all of us can live there on the private island." I'm going, oh boy. I think that was like in '67. That story. Some trolls make you wonder why they spend so much time watching YouTubers they don't like. Rob the Wax will be talking about jazz LPs, and suddenly you suck, you guys are boring, etc. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe. Oh, excuse me. I guess I may not have anything else better to do, which is pretty sad. I don't know. I'm glad I'm kind of not like that. I don't mind throwing an occasional zinger, like a bad pun once in a while, but that's about it. Might do an afternoon stream tomorrow before I go to Jameson tomorrow. Well, there you go. I'll be at work. I'll have to catch it while I'm watching it. So just do a little bit of a couple song palette cleanser, if you will. I don't have a lot of songs in the queue today. This is just one of those shows that was last minute, and it could be shorter than normal, and that's okay. But I want you guys to kind of have either a roll your eyes or groan or have a good laugh on what I'm going to show you next. So remember a few shows ago, maybe a week or two ago, I showed you guys that June 28, 1980, Black Oak, Arkansas performed live on television in front of an audience of 50,000 people in Mexico City, Mexico. Well, there was another band that was there. Thank you, James. You are too kind, out of all honesty. Seriously, Seriously, Moonracer. There's this one troll with 100 fake accounts. Well, I don't know. Yeah, see, exactly. I think people can have fun. That's what it's all about, really. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. Very goodly and kind of you to do that. So like I said, Black Oak with Sean Lane, okay, Jim Dandy being the only original member at that time. But now, no, I can't because 90 minutes would be tops on this one today. I started late. So, but the thing is, also on that concert that night was Deep Purple. You heard me right. June 28th, 1980, Mexico City, Mexico. Live in front of 50,000 people in whatever venue in Mexico City, Mexico, in front of TV cameras. Oh boy. Basically, is the fake Deep Purple. This is what they called it. The fake Deep Purple started in late 1979, originated out of West Coast, with West Coast dates and such going up and down the West Coast. And I think they did do, I don't know, I think I heard they did like 20 or 30 shows. They made it that much. But within a year, by October, November of 80, not only would they be toast, but there was a big lawsuit that the real Deep Purple went off and threw down on Rod Evans, the manager, and all the crowd, of players. It was kind of crazy. Well, yeah, I would have loved to have seen the original Deep Purple too. What a doctor I've got. I've called my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. I told him I took too many sleeping pills. He told me to have a few drinks and get some sleep. Yep, the fake Deep Purple. That's right. And the deep fake purple. Okay, yeah, that's right. And so it was Rod Evans and a bunch of hired hands. Now, Rod Evans, of course, after he was ceremoniously fired from Deep Purple in '69. Yes, I said '69. And Ian Gillan, of course, came to take over after his stint in Jesus Christ Superstar. He ends up going to form Captain Beyond, which was an excellent band. That first album, oh man, dancing madly backwards on a sea of air. Oh, I love all that stuff. So thoughts on who's postponing their gig tonight? I call BS. I don't know. So I present to you, oh boy, I can't believe he had the nerve to do this. Their version of Smoke on the Water. Ah, jeez. This isn't going to be pretty. I kind of edit it a little bit here to the point of where they start playing. So check this out. Come on, everybody, clap your hands. Come We all came out to Montreux on the lake beneath the shoreline. So making records with a mobile, yeah, we didn't have much time. Because I can. Brothers, they have the best place around. Well, one stupid with a flare gun, burn the place to the ground. Yo, come on! Oh, on the water, a fire in the sky. You betcha.
house. It died with an office sound. Them funky floors was running in and out.
All right, I'm done with that. That was just a sample for you. The rest of it's on YouTube. I dare you. I double dog dare you to watch it. Anyways, it got to the point though that towards the end of their little fake Deep Purple soiree, that they unintentionally incited two riots from very pissed off Deep Purple fans when they realized they're like, hey, wait a minute. This is not Deep Purple. Except this jackass. Needless to say, his little get rich quick stream did not go over very well because in the lawsuit he had to give up all the rights to the recordings that he made, all 3 albums. He doesn't make a penny on it, not one. That could be arranged too. Yeah, true story. Fake Deep Purple. It's just like the fake Archies. Yeah, I remember there was a fake Archies that came out of Michigan back in the early 70s. Yeah. And if I'm trying to think if in the fake Archies there was a future member of ZZ Top. I'm serious. I can't remember if it was Dusty Hill or I want to say Dusty Hill. I could be wrong. But it was either Dusty Hill or Frank Beard, but I think it's Dusty was in the fake Archies. Only lasted about 6 months. Hey, how you doing? You're in my ears, you're in my eyes always, dearie. Anyways, oh boy. So I got a couple rare record roundups. We're going to do a pair before we get into the topic at hand. So some garage rock, some mid-60s garage rock for you. This is actually stuff that I've pulled from various sources, collector group sources and things like that. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? So I present to you on Amy Records from 1966. One, 2, 5.
Walking down the street on a foggy night, I saw a young girl standing under a light. Her face was pale and her skirt was tight. Had a $5 bill, I felt alright.
Back when $5 could get you a lot in 66.
If I had my car, I'd go for a drive. I had no car, yet I had my five. I walked over to her, I said, what's your name? My name's Mary Jane, I live down the lane, I walked down the lane, it was dark, I couldn't see. She came over near and put her arms around me. I reached in my pocket, handed her my bill. Come on in and I'll show you a thrill.
Keep it up and I will.
She opened up a door, she said, go ahead. I walked in, first I pulled down the shade. She said, take it easy, don't be afraid. You got nothing to fear, you're at a penny arcade, alright.
That's right. The Haunted with 125 from 1966. Yes, Richard, the anthology sounds interesting. Hi, Richard, my Pennsylvania brother. I've never heard of him. Well, that's half the reason why I'm doing this stuff too now. I figure just putting out these singles here, so people could listen to this stuff. I never heard of them either. The Haunted or Spooky Cats, indeed. Paul, if you do that, I'm going to be pissed. Well prepared to be pissed very soon. I got something in the queue set up for you. Are these guys relatives of the Kingsmen? They might as well have been, right? They might as well have been. All right. I got one other one for you. Same year. All right. Now, this tune here is a cover of a 1964 single by Lulu. Okay. This one I present to you, the Mad Hatters. I'll Come Running.
Oh yes, now I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to make you cry. Come on, now forgive me, honey. I'll never tell another lie. You know that if you need me, all you gotta do, pick up your phone and call me, and I'll come running over. I'll come running over. Yes,
Like you don't already? Yeah, there you go.
now come on, honey, think it over. Don't let your foolish pride in. If I have broken your heart, baby, then give me one more chance to win. You know that if you need me, all you gotta do.
That's right. That is absolutely right, Tim.
You know that if you need me, all you gotta do, pick up the phone and call me, and I'm coming running over. I'm coming running over. Yes, I'm coming running over. Yes, I'm coming running over. I'm coming running over. Yes, I'm coming running over. Yes, I'm coming running over.
That's right, from 1966, the Mad Hatters, I'll Come Running. It does kind of sound a little bit like Mick Jagger, a little bit in a way, doesn't it? I just saw a white rabbit. Now remember, one pill makes you larger and the other makes you small. But the stuff that Alice gives you don't do a damn thing at all. So now we have a request. We have a request from one of our own. And next, you'll be playing something from Full Circle or other voices from The Doors. Just for Richard. and anybody else here, I present to you. I cannot read Spanish, but you're going to figure out what this is in a second. Otherwise known as the mosquito. I give a taste. There you go. The mosquito. It's a 5.5 minute song. Johnny, how you doing?
Not bad. How you doing?
Uh,
I was listening to your conversation about fake bands like the Deep Purple. One came into mind. It's the Canadian band, very very well known. The Guess Who. A year ago or 2 years ago, somewhere around there. Can't remember really I don't really know the timeline much, but there was a new Guess Who that was appearing on stage everywhere, basically going as the Guess Who, and people, well, of course, the Guess Who fans were up in arms. The original Guess Who fans were up in arms, and Burton Cummings and
Randy
Bachman were really pissed off about it, and the only original one was the drummer Gary Peterson in that group, and that's when he showed up. Like, he didn't always show up to these their concerts as a drummer.
Right. Yeah.
So evidently there was lawsuits and court battles from Burton Cummings and Randy Bachman, which I don't blame them one bit.
Right.
To get them to stop using their material, because they were using some of their material, and it's evidently they ended up succeeding to stop this fake band to use Guess Who material and all that, and but that was one fake band. That was one that kind of hit me when you were mentioning fake bands and stuff, because I don't blame Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings. They were really great songwriters and really talented. The whole band, the whole original Guess Who were really great. But yeah, so now I don't really hear anything about this new Guess Who group. They've kind of faded away a little bit. So which is good, because without Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings, there's no Guess Who. So,
right.
You know, and
right.
Yeah, I kind of get really pissed off at people like that start using bands' names and or their material, and they're worthless when you go see them, really, or if you want to go see them, really. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up because that kind of hit home right there. As
yeah, same thing with Grand Funk. I'm telling you, even though Don and Mel are there, it's like it's not the damn same without Mark.
Yeah,
got it. I mean, they screwed up. They got greedy and they screwed up and screwed Mark over. Yeah. So hey, Brian.
It's kind of like, really, it's kind of like, let's take the Beatles, because of course I'm a Beatles fan. So let's take them. Yeah. Now, in the day, if let's say George and John left, and it was just Paul McCartney and Ringo, the Beatles wouldn't be the Beatles without John and George. The Beatles is John, George, Paul, and Ringo. That's it. Right. So it's basically pretty much the same, right? So I don't know where these, and I voiced I think it was on your show, or was it on Royce's, about this AI bullshit that's going on along that's using like, I see it a lot in the doo-wop world, that they're using AI to create this fictitious group or fictitious solo artist that doesn't even exist, singing a doo-wop song, right? And I absolutely hate AI for that. Like, AI is good in some ways for medical purposes and stuff, but as far as that, because the reason why I hate it is because the older artists that work their ass off, their fingers to the bone, even the newer artists, that work their fingers to the bone, their asses, to get where they are, and then you get these people behind the keyboard creating something that's fictitious, And then you get people in the comments sometimes saying, "Oh, that sounds great. What a great band. Who are they?" And I'm saying, I'm there shaking my head, especially in the doo-wop world. I'm there shaking my head and going, they don't even fucking exist. Sorry about that.
No, I get it. I get it.
I get really pissed off at that. They don't exist, and they're just figment of everybody's imagination. But I really that's one of my pet peeves about AI. But there you go. That's right.
No, that's okay. I get what you're saying on that, and I know, what was it that I haven't even listened to any of that stuff, but it's like they're like, imagine Led Zeppelin if it was a 50s doo-wop. I'm like, no, I don't want to, and this is going to sound horrible. I don't care what anybody says. And the only AI stuff that I've chuckled at was, I think I played a couple of them last holiday season or the season before. They were like funny songs. They were joke songs, but they were done in like the style of soul. And I was just like, for some reason, those I thought were funny. I've heard, speaking of Beatles, okay, that there was some people that were, trying to do AI Beatles. I think I played one of them just to give an example, on one of the shows. And even though it wasn't a horrible song, it just seemed slightly disjointed at times. But I mean, I get they were trying to get the feel of it, but it wasn't completely successful. Now, this is where I actually was going to start talking. This is where I was going to do the meat and potatoes about the Let's Talk About 4. All right. Which, of course, you've maybe, either watched one or two of the Anthology 4 videos, or have at least seen. They finally revealed a track listing, if you will, of what's going to be on Anthology 4 for the Beatles. And I'm like, and I went off and I kind of ho-hummed it. I was just like, this to me is not worth my getting at this time, because I mean, several of the things that are even on the damn track list are stuff that if you've already got the special editions of, say, Sgt. Pepper, White Album, or Get Back, they like repeat it on this Anthology 4, several of the tracks. Now, the one thing, and I've listened to it several times today, is the 2025 mix of Free as a Bird. Okay. Now, I don't know how much degree of AI was played into this. I don't know if there was any. I mean, Giles Martin and company went and, redid this. And I'm not going to lie, whatever they did, all right, because I guess there was a 2015 remix, which I don't think I've ever heard. I could be wrong on that. I just remember the 95, when Anthology came out. I bought those things. I bought all three of them when they came out, 95 and 96. And I'll admit that, yes, it does sound a hell of a lot better. What you can do in cleanup wise over a 30-year time frame compared to, and I put this comment on the Beatles YouTube right at that video for Free as a Bird that just came out, and I said, it's just amazing what can be done now. I said, you take a John Lennon 1977 demo tape, which is what the start point was. So you got John in the 70s, the rest of the three in the mid 90s, and slapped it together back then with what I call a wraparound. And you could tell then, even though they did their best, and Jeff Lynne and whatever, but they did their best, but it didn't sound, it sounded muffled to me a little bit at times and everything else. Well, this remix, if you will, it sounds beautiful. I don't know what kind of job they did, but it literally sounds like all four of them are in the same damn room when this song is getting recorded. That's how 30 years difference is done. And I guess they're doing the same thing to Real Love. Now and Then, of course, that's another thing. They're sticking Now and Then on this too. And I'm going, you already put Now and Then on the red and the blue. It's like unnecessary. You could have put something else. I understand why they're doing it, because that was supposed to be on 3. Whatever. But the rest of it to me is just, I don't know, boring. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I just was expecting a little bit more, I guess. I mean, you're talking 30 years gone by since that third one was put out. And they found crap tons of things in 30 years. And this is what you're going to give us? I'm like, I just don't see myself getting this thing. And to top that off at the moment, even though it's coming out in November, the only way you can get the 4, I am told, is if you buy the whole thing. And I'm like, I don't need to buy the whole damn thing. I've got 1 through 3. Yeah. I mean, how much remixing and improvement can they really do on these tracks that go back to the early 60s? I mean, I don't think there's, right. I mean, I know that the Revolver box set, okay, and yes, I've heard some things, and it does sound really, really good. Am I going to fork out that money? No, I'm not. Am I an old fart and still have my Revolver? Yes, I do. But, from when I was a teenager, I still have that copy. And I'm like, I'm happy with that. I don't need to go and fork out, what is it, $200-300 for a Revolver set. I mean, I know people were dropping prices on that Get Back box set, which I may pull the trigger on that when the price is right. I mean, I mentioned, I think it was in yesterday's show or one of the ones before that I didn't even get Now and Then for close to 2 years. I happened to find a used copy of the Blue double CD, right? And for $10, I bought it, the whole damn thing, for $10. I'm like, okay. I said, I'm happy with this. I've got this. That's fine. I don't need to go get, because as soon as I saw that originally when the 12-inch and the 7-inch ridiculously priced, in my opinion, and I'm like, this is where that, yeah, let's milk the Beatles fans. And there's millions and millions of them. We're going to get them for what, I guess, I guess I don't want to say I'm a smarter Beatle fan. That's not it at all. It's just, I guess I just really, I want to take my time on it, and I don't have to get it right away. I'll be probably one of those ones that's going to wait 6 months before I may even think about pulling the trigger. And that's after 4 gets released separately. And I'm not going to go off and do this. The original anthology releases used a very heavy noise reduction on it. So are you saying to me, James, that maybe that will get taken up? Anthology for the second disc is mostly a sampler of other super deluxe box sets. Sorry for being behind on the comments. The new, yes, I agree totally on that. I really do love it. Ringo sings "Shock the Monkey." That would be funny. I would love to hear that. I'm thrilled with the track listing. Well, good for you then. Okay. I mean, like I said, everyone's going to vote with their wallets. That's really what's going to happen with this.
So, Paul,
yes.
The first one I got was kind of a box set. Was this one?
Oh, okay.
And this is what came in. It's the red and blue. Okay, the red and blue album, right? It's I thought it was going to be as a mono, but it's not a mono. But basically the same ones that were sold back then.
Right. Yeah.
And the price of that wasn't bad, right? It was about 100 and change or whatever. But then I kind of hinted for Christmas that I wanted one of this for sure, and I got this one, right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now this one has it has the. I'll show you if you want. If you got time, I'll show you the albums that it comes in that comes with it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay. It comes with let's see, the Beatles story.
Right. I think that's the only
This
way
is
you could get that, right?
Yeah, but this one,
Okay.
it's good, but it's kind of like it's kind of a waste with that.
Right.
It's. I mean, like I said, it's good, but then I got this one. These are all mono, by the way. I believe. Yeah.
That's good.
There's that one, which
Mhm.
I don't have, right? So I got that one with it. And
Truth. That was one of my first ones I ever bought when I was like 13. Was that one?
I don't have this one, so I got
Nice.
that one with the box. I don't have this one, so I got that one with the box.
Nice.
And I have 3 of these, but I got this one with the box. But I have 3 of those. I
Sure.
have one that I bought from oh geez, I wish I could remember. Jose, that used to be on Rachel's all the time.
Mhm.
It's got all Mexican writing, but on it, like but the names of the songs are in English, and it's English. It's English, but it's from Mexico. So I got 3 of those, plus this one, right? So that means I got 4 of these, right? This one I don't have, so I got that one.
Yes.
Right? And this one I have 2 of those back there. So I got this one, so that's my 3rd one. This one's a
Nice.
good one. So all that, right, cost me over $500 Canadian. Now, see, it says in mono. They're all in mono.
Yes.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I think I'll pass on the anthology stuff and all this stuff. I think I've had it with, buying any more of the, and plus I got just the ordinary, LPs like Sgt. Pepper and all that stuff. So
Right.
I think I've had enough spending on that, because I think it's, to be honest, I think it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah.
Because every year they're coming out with a Beatles this and a Beatles that. Now, you may say, well, you're not a true Beatles fan. Well, I am a true Beatles fan, but I'm also use it logically as well. I use my head too as well. Like,
Right.
be logic about it. Like you can only get so many albums that sing the same songs. Yeah, probably different like some are mono, some are stereo, stuff like that.
Right.
Different engineering and all that stuff. But I thought to myself, I think this is the last one that I'm going to get. I'm not going to get it's too much. It's really.
I agree. With Anthology 4, a huge letdown. Only 13 previously unreleased and a bunch of tracks from the super deluxe sets. Really? Yeah, right. Bootleggers have given us so much more than Apple ever has, and that is also true too. I've been waiting 50 years for some of these releases. I'm not getting any younger. You betcha. You hit the nail on the head, Johnny. Way too many releases.
This box set, I see. This is how sometimes this box set, and I got caught up in the moment too with this box set, but I only played 2 LPs from this box set so far, and I got this last Christmas. It's sitting there, right? But I have it, right? I'm gonna die with this one. Sure. Nobody's getting this one, right? But, it's just like the new John Lennon album, Yoko Ono band,
Right.
that's coming out in October, I believe. Right. I have like John Lennon solos, the new version one of with John Lennon. I can't imagine. I think it was or something. And I have all the Beatles solos, right? But that I would never get, and I'll tell you why. And it's one word: Yoko Ono.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry to say, I know there's a lot of Yoko Ono fans out there, but I don't think she has talent. She can't sing or nothing.
And Tim, you make a great point here.
There's no
Apple's
damn
taking,
way that I'm going to.
yeah, yeah, exactly, Johnny. Apple is taking the page out of the KISS theology set. Get every dollar you can. I'm telling you. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That might be comment of the day here, Tim, honestly, because you got a good, strong
Yeah.
point on that one. But yeah, I mean,
Exactly,
that's the thing, right? I don't know. I've been happy, okay, since, yes.
until there are people, as long as there's people that are going to keep buying and buying and buying, they're going to keep on producing.
If they tried to
You know-
auto-tune Yoko, they'd break the machine.
Oh, there was one clip that I saw. I think you probably have seen it on YouTube. It's with John Lennon and his band, Chuck Berry and Yoko Ono singing as backup.
Yep. Oh,
Did you happen to see that one?
yes. Chuck turns around and like, what the
Chuck
hell?
Berry's face
Mm-hmm.
was epic. Was epic. He's going like,
Yeah.
who the hell is
Exactly.
that? Yeah. But that was epic. That was a good one. But there's some, like I said, there's so many. As long as there's people that are going to buy it, they're going to still spit out these albums. Right now, it's good. In one way, it's good because I don't want the Beatles, which it probably never will, but I don't want the Beatles to drift away in the sunset type thing. And years from now, nobody's heard of them, right? Which I doubt that'll happen. But so
Right.
I agree with they're keeping the legacy of Beatles, everything like the Beatles thing alive continuously. But enough with the making continuously albums and records. You still can keep it alive without. It's all money, really. I think, in my opinion, right? It's all the money.
Oh, no,
But,
don't let her sing anymore. I'm laughing here down on the floor.
Oh my God! I tell you,
Yeah, I mean,
her singing.
yeah.
Her singing
I mean,
will make anybody's ears pierce.
That's the thing, right? So, I mean, yeah, I was a little bit of a latecomer to the whole Beatles thing. I started in '79. I was 12 years old. And even though I remember hearing them when I was like 5, 6 years old, I remember I Want to Hold Your Hand. I remember a couple other ones, but I'm like, when my record store came into town in '79, I was like, Elvis and the Beatles. That's what I bought. Elvis and the Beatles. That's what I started out with, and then branched out, right? And I bought every damn Beatle album I could get a hold of, and and how funny that I start a year before Lennon's death, right? And it's just, the thing is, the joy of listening to those still is with me when I play that kind of stuff. Now, I think it's great that there's new fans. There's new series of fans, new good generation to generation to generation, and I said this a few times over the last few years, that the reason why I think that the Beatles, other than very significant, okay, but with the Beatles you had 4 of them. With Elvis you only had 1, and that was the end of that. So being able to have John and Ringo, Paul and Ringo still alive to carry it on. Now, obviously, Lord willing, they'll still be with us for at least a little while longer. But I think what's going to happen is that in the next 5 to 10 years, that unfortunately both of them will have passed by then in those 5 to 10 year time frame. So you're looking into the 2030s. Okay, so by that time, the Beatles' influence, the start to the end would have been 70 years almost. Okay. And then you figure, okay, well, there'll be people that buy the records because everybody's gone now. There'll be a couple of years of remembrance. And I would say that, they would hang in. I could see them hanging maybe for about a good, maybe 80 to 90 years past that 1964 start point, before anybody would even think about, they're so blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, because the other thing is that what other band that ever came out, whether you love them or hate them, they were the gateway in the 60s. They were the gateway. There were so many high schoolers junior hires, high schoolers, college kids that started up bands because of listening to that music. And they shaped music, and they changed music, and they changed the culture and the society of the times. And their music is timeless. Most of it anyway. I mean, it's not, like even the Beatles threw an occasional dud or two here and there. Everybody does that. But the thing is that I see them lasting, hell, maybe I'm being too boasting and saying that I could see 100 years from now, maximum, that people are still going to be talking about these guys before maybe then you're going to start seeing a cultural fading. I think, and you can't really say that really about anybody else. Not really.
Yeah. Nah. Well, I think the one that comes maybe.
Yeah. Sorry, Brian.
Maybe. I think the one. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think the one that comes maybe close to it are the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
Shit. They've got friggin' line. They got some tour dates now for 2026.
Is that official now too? Because I heard rumored. Oh, jeez.
I went under. RollingStone.com or something like that or whatever, and they got this. There's going to be one in Toronto. So
well,
they got it all set, and I'm thinking, holy crap! And those tickets are going to go for mega bucks to go see them.
I never got to see the Stones. I wanted to. My kid did. He saw them at the Hackney Diamonds tour. The last gig in the U.S. He was there for Thunder Ridge Arena in near Branson, Missouri.
Oh.
He was there. He got me. He got me a couple little souvenirs from that one. How like nice.
Did you happen to get the Hackney Diamonds LP? I have it over here.
No, I don't know why I haven't picked that damn thing up yet.
It's not bad.
I've heard a couple tracks.
Yeah, it's not bad. There's a couple of tracks that are really
sorry,
good.
Brian.
He throws in a few bluesy tunes in there.
Yeah.
Which Mick Jagger and all and the Stones are they a lot of their records, a lot of songs are kind of bluesy, and stuff, right? So, but that, like I said, that group comes in second, I think, with people who always remember. But I mean, that's my opinion. Maybe a lot of people don't like the Stones. I like their old stuff, their old material, but then I like some of their newer stuff a little bit. Like the Hackney Diamonds, I think it's a pretty good album.
James says to Richard, Paul has a lot of unreleased tracks that he will never put out while he's alive. Yeah, that's true too. Wait till he goes, and you're going to see what's going to happen with the McCartney archives. Although saying that, you would have thought that meaning that George will have been dead 25 years next November, that in 26. You'd think that there would have been more stuff putting out by then, but there wasn't. And I'm just going, There's a lot more Lennon stuff, of course, and I'll give them credit for that.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah, very much so. Yes, somebody in the ground is a Hackney Diamond. I know. He's having some issues right now. So, Toby.
Paul. I was reading something that the kids, like Paul, the McCartney kid, the Harrison kid, the Lennon, and they have no desire. That's what I'm reading. They have no desire to. A lot of people want them to get together, like kind of basically like, oh, look, it's the Beatles kids, right? And be under that kind of thing. And they don't want to have anything to do with that, like as far as forming their own band. Like they have their own little thing going right now, and they don't want to form as and be labeled as, oh, look at these are the Beatles revisited or Beatles labeled that kind of thing, right? So evidently they have no desire, but people are come on, get together. Like the big some record companies.
You slightly broke up, but hopefully
they have no desire.
Yeah. I think it'd be funny.
I broke up.
Just for 2 seconds.
How am I now? Oh.
Well, you're fine now. I think that it would be funny though if they did try something like an EP, and they didn't bother. There was no names on the label, no nothing. They tried to pull a Klaatu now,
Klaatu,
and you'd be like, this sounds good, but who is it? And it's just, you don't know, and you're not going to know for at least 10 to 20 years later when they finally reveal, surprise, it was us under there all along. And everybody be like, yeah.
I don't think that'll ever happen. Not the way it sounds from them. It's hard to do.
Yeah. But what is it? I heard, okay, so Nick's I think it's Nick Simmons and Evan Stanley, Gene and Paul's kids, they actually sound pretty good. I'm going, hey, I think that'd be great if they're going to make an album, because that's the rumor I heard. And it's, of course, nothing like Kiss. It's their thing. It's their thing they're doing. But the harmonies were nice. And I'm going, see, sometimes it is generational. I don't know. I know you guys are talking about what, bootleg companies and stuff here. I don't know. You kind of lost me.
You're a buffering kind of thing, Paul. You're.
Well, I don't know. It happens.
You're kind of buffering, like you're talking, and then there's something in it.
I don't know. What is everybody? I don't know. Do you remember when Kiss tried to play Rock Band? They couldn't. That's right. That's right. So to give a little bit of an audio break here, since you just happen to be up here anyway, this is left over from yesterday, because we had such a great episode yesterday with all those people. We didn't get to do everything, so I happen to have a couple Beatle solo session spotlights here, and we're going to do one for a little bit here. This one here from September 1980. Harry Nilsson doing the John Lennon co-wrote this thing, of course, back in the days of Pussycats from '74, but he decides to record this again, and you happen to have Ringo on drums. You've got Duck Dunn and Steve Cropper from Booker T and the MGs. You got Dr. John. You got Keith Allison, and you got Lowell George and Bill Payne from Little Feat, one of Lowell George's last sessions, I'm told, actually, for working on this album. And this one, like I said, is called Old Dirt Road. Let's give it a listen here for a little bit. Off the 1980 album Flash, Harry. Another day.
On the old road. No more weather on the old road. But it's better than a mudslide, mama, when the dry spell comes. Yeah. Oh. 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 There ain't no difference on the old road.
Yeah, I guess you could kind of say that.
On the old road. It's like trying to shovel smoke with a pitchfork in the wind. Breezing through the desert on a hot summer day. Saw a
Yeah, there you go.
Said, hey, Mr. Human, can you ring me for two? He said, I guess that's okay. No, the only thing I need is water.
Yeah, that was kind of some fun stuff on Heard and Saw from the documentaries and recordings we've got.
Ain't no people.
I still need to see that May Pang film.
No more weather
I like Dr. John's. Dr. John, he's got great.
But it's better than a mudslide, mama, when the morning comes.
That's him singing right there, right?
Yeah, Harry. Yeah.
No, is that Dr. John singing or
No.
Dr. John?
So no, Harry Nilsson singing. Ringo's on drums, and then the rest of them are playing music on the track. Dr. John could be doing backing vocals for all I know, but he's on this thing.
Yeah. Because I thought that was
On the road. Time coming on the road.
sounds like a good album. Okay, I'm not sure whether this is on my end problem or on your end, but it keeps times it keeps on buffering. So I'm not sure whether it would be my end or your end. Dude.
For what?
Shoot.
For what?
And you kind of freeze up, comes back. So
I don't know.
I'm
How
not
does
sure
it
whether
look
it's
like
your
out
end
there,
or my
gang?
end that's the problem.
I don't know. Anyways, yes, my kid isn't feeling very well, unfortunately. That's the reason for the hacks, as you guys have been mentioning to me. I might have to do a short tomorrow. They seem to be what's getting me subscribers. My neighbors tolerate me, Lisa says. Most of them, see, that's what I do. And I've been, every time I've been a neighbor, pretty much, I mind my own damn business, because the fact of the matter is I ain't in the mood for extra crap. And I mean, believe you me, my neighbor that I had for 5 years, oh boy, he was something else. Him and his entourage or whatever the hell they were. Boom, 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 boom. 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm like, ridiculous. I'm glad they're gone. Johnny, it's you buffering, James says. Not to be confused with bufferin, which of course you could take for headaches.
Okay, Paul, I'm gonna if you're just gonna still be on, I could be restart this maybe on my end, see what happens.
That's up to you, but I'm probably going to be getting done here in about within like 5-10 minutes.
Oh, well, I'll stick around then.
Well, that's up to you. You know, like I said, just letting you know. I used to have a neighbor who used to report me. Oh boy. Yeah, well, that's the thing though, right? You know, I try to be nice to everybody, and although I'll admit I only know about 3 of my people in my little area here. We kind of have a quiet little thing going. Most of the time, I kind of like it. My neighbors love when I play music and have a joint or 3. Crank it to 11, my friend. Crank it to 11.
No, that sounds like a good album there. That Nielsen one.
Yeah, I mean, it did not do very well in the charts. It didn't even get it wasn't even a US. They did not get that release in the US. It was UK. Yeah, Mercury Records. And yeah, he that would be the, except for the Popeye soundtrack, because he did all that. You know, the Robin Williams movie. He did not do another thing till he was just about going to die. He started working on another album in '93. Literally, he took like a whole 10 years off, and and did other things. I'm like, wow, and I still need to get that Lost and Found. That's what it was called, the 93, 94 sessions for that. Go live, Richard. That gets subs. Yeah, you might as well, Richard. I blast K-pop for you tonight. Oh God. She says she loves K-pop. Anyways, I'm not sure. He says yes.
Have you ever seen this one?
No, actually, no, I have not. I know who Crispin St. Peters is, but I did not. I've never seen that album of the Pied Pipers.
It's a mono, and it's he sings well. His main his hit I'm the Pied Piper. That was a good one.
Yep, I'm the Pied Piper. Can't you see?
And there's this one I was listening to yesterday. I bought this for $5, and it's excellent shape. I've had it for a while now, and John from Bim Bam Boom, he said, "Oh, send it to me if you don't want it." I said, "No. It's pretty much VG plus condition for $5. It was an amazing buy. This one."
Oh, look at that!
Yeah. It's on Fontana. It's really it's bluesy, stuff like that. And I was listening to the whole. I played just a couple tracks when I first got it. Then I thought a couple of days ago I thought I gotta play through the whole thing, and man, it is ever good. Fontana. Right?
I don't know if I'm going to get the name right because I can't really think straight right now, but I want to say Dick Taylor. Dick Taylor, who was in that band, was originally in the Rolling Stones.
Oh, okay.
And then went off to do Pretty Things.
Yeah, it tells you. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's the five lads are Phil May, Dick the Beard Taylor, John Stax, and Brian Pendleton. Okay, it tells you Dick Taylor was lead guitar player, also hails from Dartmouth. He was the bass player for the Rolling Stones. It tells you right here. Each band member, it tells you where they came from and what they've done on here in the back.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's a good album. Very, very good album.
DJ Trish says, "I'm glad you're back on YouTube, Johnny."
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had to take a bit of a break. It was kind of getting on my nerves a bit, but I'm okay now. I think I recovered from it.
Paul, let me know if this works for you. Richard looks like a founding Florida. What the hell are you? A founding father. Oh, because of the Hamilton thing. Oh God, no, not the Dangerous album. No, not that album from '90 from MJ. No, Johnny, I appreciate you, Mr. Farley says.
Yes, James comes on my show and gets requests and stuff like that.
Oh my God,
coming on my show, yeah, and Daddy Bog as well. He comes around and
I remember Daddy Bog. Yes. Yes.
I appreciate their presence. It's nothing like having a few good pals coming on and cheering you on a little bit, right?
Exactly. It's very nice. I'm just glad. I'm glad to see you back. I am.
Thanks.
I've got one song left in the queue, and we are going to play this thing. This thing's a little odd. So this was recorded February 1970, but it did not come out on the album that this CD is. Okay. This was classified as a bonus track when it was released in 93. The CD we're talking, it was a gold CD. All right. Leon Russell's first album, bonus track called Get a Line on You. So you've got Leon Russell, Mick Jagger singing, and you have George and Ringo. That's right.
What a lineup.
All on one track. And I know. And here it is. I have only had a chance to hear a little bit of this. So Get a Line on You.
1, 2, 3. So you're stretched out in room 1009. Smile on your face, and I tell your eyes. You're not saying to get a line on you. You're not saying to get a line on you. Oh, sweet, sweet, love. You perpetuate Jangling down the street. Smile on your face for a high school girl that you meet. Could not think, get a line on you. Could not think, get a high on you. Mama, sweet, on the lover now. Oh, just love, flash a light on you. Make every song you sing it your favorite tune. Just love, flash a light on you. Oh, yeah, like the evening sun now. You're drunk in the alley, and your clothes are torn, and your late night friends have left you in the cold gray dawn. It just seems too many flies on you. I could not think to get a high on you. A sweet, sweet honey lover.
I don't know what you're talking about, Richard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Get a line on you, I tell you. Could not think, get a line on you. I just could not think, get a line on you. I just can't put it on now. Just can't rub it on now. I could not think, get a line. One more, I could not. I just could not think, get a line. I just could get a line. I just could not say, get a line on you. Nah, nah, nah. I just can't put it on. Nah, nah, nah. I just could not say, get a line. I could not say, get a line. Could not say too many fly round two. Yeah, oh, la, la, yeah.
You know what song I like by Leon Russell? Song for You. Song for You.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites. This is a good album.
That's quite nice.
There you go, gang.
Yeah,
Mick Jagger.
I thought I had that album when I saw it, but it was this one that I have the best of Leon.
Oh yeah,
It's still a good album.
I'm glad I got to see him live twice. I tell you, it was really, really good. And,
Great voice. I like it.
Oh yeah, I wish he was still around. At least he finished off with a really good one. I thought that one he did with Elton John, The Union, was really good. You know, at least we had that. I heard there's some stuff in the vaults though for him. I wish they would put out some of that. I bought the Rockin' Robin 45, and I didn't know it was a cover. Liberace here ain't got nothing on Leon. That's right. I wish my brother George was here. Can you give me the candelabra, please? Blood on the Dance Floor, Tabloid Junkie Ghost. Excellent songs. Oh, MJ's version is way better than the original. Say, huh? Oh boy, I can't deal with that song. I can't. I remember when that came out in '83. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, I got that 45, I think, with Paul
Yeah,
McCartney and Michael Jackson. Say.
yeah. I've got it like with the weird
God.
picture sleeve where they're like going down some road or something. All
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
Like,
I
okay,
got that
whatever.
like I got that a long time ago from way back.
I don't. The only thing I don't like about the songs, say, and then it fades out so early. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not one of his best, I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
Then again, though, I thought personally that most of Pipes of Peace from McCartney, which of course that comes off of, wasn't really that good. I mean, I said, I thought Tug of War was pretty damn good, and then Pipes of Peace was like only a couple songs, like and then what was it? It was another Say Goodbye to Broad Street, which I'm like sitting there going, there's a couple good ones there. And then Press to Play, I'm like, and I'm just like, it took Flowers in the Dirt for him to start having a bigger upswing, I thought, in my opinion. Anyway, Pipes is like, oh, no, not really. Not really. It could have been better, that's for sure.
I like the Wings Over America album, which I have.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that one.
Michael said, I'm going to buy all your songs. I'm going to buy all your songs, Paul McCartney. Hee
Yeah, that was a big thing for that.
I did the hee and Toby ran off. Like, got all scared. Hee Gonna rock with you. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I know I didn't get too many people today, but that's okay. It was kind of half unexpected and half disjointed, but we still had some fun.
You got me.
I did. I got you.
Babe, I got you, babe.
I do not hate Macca. I do not hate Macca. You Macca lover piece of Whoville. I'm gonna buy all your songs, MJ. I'm gonna buy all your songs, MJ. Hey. See, that's what I'm trying to do. Human nature is goodly as well. That's yeah. Tell you why it's human nature. Thank you very much. Come back later, Paul. Actually, no, I can't. I gotta get up early in the morning. I don't know when my next show is going to be be honest with you, gang. I'm just going to say Tuesday unless I end up, being sooner, but I don't expect that.
Yeah, when you work and have to do this kind of stuff, it's
I know. I wish I was retired already, damn it.
I retired when I was 58, so
you can do that up there?
Yeah, well, you can retire at 58 here, and you have the option of collecting your CPP, which you contributed into your payroll thing, right? So you have an option to take it before you're 60, or not take it till after you're 65 or something. So it worked out well, and my wife was working for the Ministry of Transport too, so she retired at 55.
Wow.
So we sold our house in Newmarket near north of Toronto, and we got a fairly big more money from it, right? And we just moved here to St. Thomas 10 years ago.
Nice.
And the houses were like twice cheaper than they were in Newmarket.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You did good. You did real good.
It was time to retire, so.
I'm hopefully starting next year. I'm doing what's called the gradual slowing down. I mean, it ain't gonna be much at first, but that's what I'm gonna do. So,
well, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes it's not always easy to do it. I mean,
no, I know.
I mean, we were fortunate enough to, my wife working for the Ministry of Transport and stuff, and I worked at a good automotive job, something, Then I worked for the TTC before that, stuff like that. But things fell into place kind of fine for us. It's not for but if you're able to do it, But sometimes I sit back and think, retirement's not really as cracked up as it is. Say. Because I mean, if you have the money to travel all the time and everything, sure you're living a life of, great. But if you don't have, the money to always go traveling and everything, it's balcony beach, Veranda Beach is probably the best place you can go. on the veranda in the backyard or something. You
I
know.
get it. I don't know. I mean, I like going traveling on occasion, but I'm not one that I've just got to do it. Okay, I'm not saying I hate to say this, but I think this must be part of the ADD thing talking to me. Ever since I was a kid, I've been go 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 unless I'm sick, you know, and it's really hard for me to sit still in a house all day. It really, really is. I've got to go out, do something like even if it's just okay, I'm gonna go hit up a thrift shop and just see if there's anything, or I'm gonna go hit up the record store in the next town over and see if there's anything. You know, I mean, I don't mind just doing that kind of stuff and maybe taking shorter trips of like maybe a couple hours away, you know, to new exploring places. That'd be
Well,
fine.
you know, we've been in here and there as well. Not too many, no, Florida and a few times and everything else. And we just finished going to a few concerts here. One in Pickering near Toronto, and a couple here in London, stuff like that. So we've done that, and I try to keep myself occupied here. Like 3 days ago, I took my chainsaw and I cut down about three trees.
Well, look at you.
Well,
At you, you little lumberjack.
But I mean, the trees they were kind of like 6 inch in diameter.
Yeah, yeah.
So they weren't like the big, huge ones, but they were like about 20 feet tall, right? So they were in the backyard growing, and every time I looked at them, it kind of pissed me off, and I thought I gotta cut these bastards down. It's really bugging me, you know. And so
Should have played some Jackal when you were doing it too.
yeah, really,
Yeah,
yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
there you go.
But I keep myself occupied, you know, here and there, and the Doo-Wop Cafe that I'm on all the time, which is great stuff, you know.
So when do we normally do the Doo-Wop Cafe?
Every
so that-
Tuesday, every Tuesday, 3 to 6 p.m.
Okay, and that's I'm trying to think here. Since you're in is that what side of Canada are you on again?
The East Coast, like Ontario.
Okay, so that'd be Eastern Standard Time
Eastern
for.
Standard Time,
Okay, all right,
And,
3 to 6 Eastern Standard.
Yeah, we have a whole pile of DJs there, and I think I'm the youngest one, because there's a lot of them that are real. A lot of them are collectors that really
Nice.
collected a lot of records and stuff. So no, they're talking about. I feel kind of like maybe the amateur in there, right? But I enjoy it. It keeps my mind going, you know, moving and stuff, you know. And I like the music, and and, you know, it keeps. Sometimes I'll fill in too. Sometimes I do a marathon run. Sometimes if somebody can't show up because they're sick or they have to go to a doctor's appointment because they're older, right? I'll maybe play my show and I'll play 3 more hours. So I'll play like 6 hours.
Wow.
But I don't just play the music. Like if you ask for James, I'll go on and tell them what I'm playing, like
Mhm.
maybe 6 or 7 tracks or whatever. And if there's a request, like that come in the chat room, they request a song, I do it on the fly. I'll get the song and I'll play it right away. If I can.
Nice.
I think so. It's pretty cool, right? So.
Nice. That's the way to do it. That's what I miss, that kind of stuff. I miss flying by the seat of my pants in radio. It was fun. It was totally fun.
Sometimes, because what I'll do is sometimes if somebody requests a song and I don't have it in my queue, well, I'll check it first to see if it's okay to put on air, you know, because there are some obscure doo-wop songs, like oldie songs that are kind of like kind of risque.
Sure. Oh yeah.
So it's like I gotta go on take my headphones, listen to the song first, then put it in queue if it's okay.
Yeah.
And-
They're around here in this area, somebody has dumped for like, most of them are like $5 an album.
Right.
And they're reissues of a lot of 50s and early 60s doo-wop. And I'm going to probably end up getting them eventually.
Well, you got
piece by
you
piece.
have a minute? I'll show you a doo-wop album.
Okay.
'Cause I know you're tired, but you don't. If you're tired, it's okay.
No, that has nothing to do with it. I've got about 5 minutes and I really got to go. So
Hold on.
go ahead. Yep. Doo-wop stuff's fun, gang. It really is. It's one of those ones that I know that kind of the fan base is, it's not dying, but it's not dead either. It's just, I think people just need to be able to explore it a little bit more. And I like all that old stuff when I can hear it. My friend Doug Fields from the Vinyl Grotto, he'll play doo-wop also. I have a sneaky feeling that Johnny L and my buddy Doug Fields could really have a good barn burner or some chats over some doo-wop stuff. That's a fact on that. But I'm gonna have to try to check out his show. Although, okay, so if it's 3 to 6, that would be 2 to 5 Central Standard. Dang it, I work for most of it. I'd be lucky to catch the last half hour. I'd have to watch a replay if there was a replay. I don't know. I do not know. Let's see what treasures that he's got.
Okay, look at me. I've been in my pajamas all day. No reason to dress up, so it's like, yeah.
There you go.
Oh. Okay, I purchased these 245s. I think this got to be a reissue because it wasn't too expensive, but it's this is a good song. The Royal Jesters and the Memphis 3.
Nice. I like the label too.
It's on Cobra. 1960 something. I don't remember the date, but I got this one. The Stars Will Remember. It's on by the Holidays. This is a really good song too.
Nice.
I think James probably heard it on my show. I'm not sure, but right. This one's a pretty good one. The Hillard Street. It Will Never Happen Again on Capitol.
Huh.
That's an
Okay.
old one.
Yeah, yellow label, sure.
Yeah.
That's early 60s, isn't that? Yellow label
Yeah,
or late
yeah.
50s? I don't know.
It's the 60s, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my
Nice.
all the hits of doo-wop.
That looks like a nice set. Is that an Ace set? An Ace record set?
Double. It's a double album.
Yeah. No, I mean, did Ace put it out or what label put it out?
It's
Because Ace is known for doing some really good stuff and that kind of stuff.
it's okay. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute here. It's called Not Now. It's from Not Now Music. So I don't know.
Okay. I've heard of that label too, believe it or not, only recently. It looks like a beautiful package.
Yeah, that's the color of the albums.
Nice. Ow.
Okay. Let's see. I bought these from Mello. I'll show you the ones that I bought from Mello.
Oh, okay.
The 5 Satins. He had a whole slew of them. I said, hey, send them to me. I'll buy them off you. If this is if they're in order of there's this one, the 5 Satins.
Sweet.
Right. It has In the Still of the Night and a few other ones.
Nice.
And then there's the 5 Satins volume. This is volume 3. This is the older version of 5 Satins.
Very cool.
Volume 3. This is the 5 Satins volume 2.
Wow.
This is Celebrity Showcase presents the best of 5 Satin. I got let's see. Oh, Diana Ross. I bought these off of Mazzy. He was selling them, and I said, "Hey, I'll buy them off." The Crystals
Oh, nice.
and the Ronettes.
I like that. I like those covers too.
Yeah, and Connie Francis. I got. That's not big well, but
Right, but no, there you go. Yeah.
Buddy Holly.
Ah, yes, I've had that set. That's a nice set too.
Okay, this one, Bobby Curtola. He's a Canadian singer. You know the song "Fortune Teller"? Fortune Teller.
Yeah, I didn't know he sings it. He sings it.
Yeah. This
Nice.
is the original.
Okay.
Right. Pretty Blue Eyes.
Wow.
Things and Karina.
Okay, sure. Fun.
Let's see. And okay, I got I got this one, the greatest hits of the
Oh
Beatles.
yeah, good package there for
Good,
that.
yes, good album. Great,
Yes.
great album. And I got this one. This is an old Impact. All the originals, Runaway and
Oh,
Tell
okay.
Laura I Love Her, Cry.
Yeah.
All the original oldies, and this one this is one the Nylons. They're a Canadian group from way back. They do a cappella songs.
Yes.
Lion Sleeps Tonight, all that stuff. Pretty
Yeah,
popular.
I've seen them on some PBS show back in the day. That's the only time I ever saw them.
And this is my Donovan album.
Yep, you betcha.
This is my Monkeys one.
Ah, yes, I remember getting that when that came out. I was happy about that too. I was
But,
excellent.
Yeah, I have a few other stuff like the 45s. I have the platters, stuff like that. I don't have too many 45s. I wish I did, but then it would be a headache later on trying to get rid of them when I'm too old to play them, or whatever.
Yeah. I'll leave you with a brief story or two in regards to 50s music. I didn't get a chance to really talk to too many people, but back in the days of Goldmine, oh, I miss the old Goldmine. Back in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, and even the sister magazine Discoveries, which was a lot more towards your alley. Discoveries was, and I love that. I had subscribed to both of them, but when I used to buy records and stuff, I ended up corresponding with Paul Burleson from the Johnny Burnett Trio. Very nice man. And Joey, hope I'm going to pronounce this right, Wirtz, who was a early 60s Bill Haley and the Comets member. He was a keyboardist. He was on some of the Warner Brothers material. And then what was it? A buddy of mine took a trip to Florida. And he's like, I know somebody that you might be interested in yippee yapping to. And I'm going, really? He goes, I'm not going to promise any more than that. He goes, let me come back. I might have something for you. I'm like, all right. So he comes back with a Diamonds CD, right? Signed by a gentleman by the name of Mike Douglas, not the TV host guy.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Right. But Mike Douglas was a latter member of the Diamonds. He was on a couple singles after the Stroll.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want to say the 5960 material. He's on that with the band. And he signed because the CD that he got me, like several cuts had Mike on it. So Mike signed it, and then he slipped in a business card because I guess down in Florida there was this flea market that he would attend and sell records and CDs and such. And lo and behold, he put his business card in there too. I thought that was kind of neat. Yeah, unfortunately, Mike's gone too now. He passed. Actually, all three of those people passed away. But I was like, I really wish I could have gotten in touch with a lot more of those people from back in the day. I had a buddy of mine that he performed on the same stage with and communicated with Herb Reed from the Platters.
Wow.
Yeah. He said, very nice man. The last one standing, too, if I remember right at the time.
Because the Platters went through a lot of the original Platters, and then they started becoming the Platters, and then now you'll see maybe you might see the Platters again in concert, but it's not. None of them are the original ones. They just use the name the Platters, right? Type thing. But I have This Diamond Ring by Gary Lewis and the Playboys on 45 back there. I have the Diamonds, Little Darling. Now you can't get any more friggin' 50s,
right?
And that sitting in a friggin' drive-in or a A&W thing, where they come and serve you and playing the Diamonds, Little Darling.
So,
or this the Dan Lears. this summer
Okay.
night.
Yes.
Excellent.
I have a
song.
lot of 45s. Oh my
shit.
God. Once I hopefully get this Rumble show up and
Yeah.
running, we're going to be playing all kinds of damn things, all kinds of things. I want one last story here. So this goes back to the early 90s. Okay, so where I lived in McHenry County, Illinois, they had the McHenry County Fair. Okay, and they decided to do a weekend of shows, and the one that I really should have gone to was Paul Revere and the Raiders
Oh.
and Two Dog Night. Because it was Danny and Corey, but there was like at that time there was a total of five of the 7 from the 70s were in this band. So I mean, it was about as close as you would have got, after Chuck got let go in 85. But the night before, they decided, sure, we're going to go off and give you the Platters, the Drifters, and the Coasters. And I'm going right off the bat. I'm like, oh no, it's not. I said,
Yeah.
and at that time, I did a little research, and Buck Ram was still alive.
Mhm.
It was his bullshit that they was keeping out on the county fair circuit. So I wasn't there, but a friend of mine was, and he said, Paul, it was one of the most shittiest concerts that I ever went to. And he goes, it was the same 5 people. There was 4 guys and a girl, and some of them put on fake mustaches when they changed outfits. And I'm going, and they would go, here's a hit we did in blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, that's bullshit. People did boo. People did boo. And I'm like going, good. I said, they should have been driven out of town.
Yeah, there are some groups like that though. Capitalize on because there's a lot of older groups, that really aren't around anymore, so they can't really fight back. So obviously, there's some that will capitalize on their name, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just recently, I don't know how old this video was on YouTube. The Chantels were on there, but Arlene Smith, I believe, the lead singer of May, she sings Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, obviously she passed away a long time ago, and a few others of that group passed away. So I think there was one original of the Chantels that was singing on there, and of course she was older, and they were older, but you can tell it wasn't like,
right,
the total group type thing, right? But also I was going to mention something. Some groups like coming back, like the older ones. I had his Shondell, Crimson and Clover,
Tommy James,
James,
yeah.
He's still touring.
I heard he's still doing good too.
Yep. Excellent group. That was a really good group too.
I have I picked it up for like $20. I've got they put out the Christmas album on vinyl that he did, autographed in gold. Very nice.
Oh wow!
So I'm glad to have a Tommy James autograph in my collection.
Nice. Yeah.
You could do it too, probably. I think it's just go to Tommy James's website, and you could get one yourself too.
Oh, I'll go check that out.
Exactly.
I like their songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, gang. I got to get going. I got to take the kid to work. Thank you for all that's come by here. And I love having people on here. And Johnny, you're a cool dude. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure when. Tommy James still sings well, and so does Peter New. And I've seen some recent clips, and yes, you're right on that. Of course, Richard met him too. I saw the photograph.
Oh,
yeah, he did. Maybe when he's up here next time, he can. I didn't get a chance to ask him that when I was, But it's time for an old fat bearded man to chew a record. Good night, everybody.
I hope you don't swallow those pieces.
Or
one of them didn't fall in your throat or anything.
Yeah. Drive safe and remember to tip your. Psycho's Platters is a Love Peace production.